In the last lecture, you completed point 5, which really finishes off the technical part of our SEO checklist. Now, in this lecture, we're moving on. We're going to focus on the keyword research process, and the outcome for you over the next few lectures will be to work through each of these points, and then you'll have your chosen keywords, which will be the centerpieces for the content that you were going to create down here. I've broken up the keyword research process into a few different points here. These 3 here are the main ones. But what I want to do in this lecture is really lay the foundation, get us in the right mindset for this whole process, and to also give you a strategy to attack this process so you're really going to get results. Let us start with the mindset then and really developing a buyer persona. It's really important for you when you're going through this process to get into your buyer's shoes. You want to think about what are they actually typing into the search results. So we developed a buyer persona earlier in the course when we were looking at the marketing plan. So I would pull that information out now and look at that again with fresh eyes as we go into this process. Because the key thing you have to remember is your customers are not searching for their site. They're looking for valuable information to solve their problems. So you need to revisit what are their problems, what are they typing into the search results, and having a buyer persona is really that crucial first step to figuring that out. Now, as well as their age and demographics and goals, etc., I think one key thing that you can think about now that we're specifically focusing on keyword research is really the situation of your customer. So you really want to focus on your best customers, and I put together this quick chart to help explain that. What you might want to ask yourself is how far down the funnel is the customer, because the way that people search online is very different depending on what stage of the funnel that they're at. And this is really the buying funnel. Are they just becoming aware? Are they researching and comparing? Or are they buying? Because a customer who's searching something like what is marketing, they're really just becoming aware about marketing. They're at the top of the funnel. Whereas someone who types in something like Facebook ads course is probably right at the end of the funnel. They're ready to buy. And here are some of the other things that people might use when they're searching in each stage of the funnel. Essentially what I'm saying is that visitors who search for something like what is marketing are just going to be much higher up the search funnel. It's not that they're not valuable in any way, it's not that they aren't valuable, but just be aware that if you're going after a search term as broad as that, remember that they're right up at the top of the funnel. What you want to be thinking about from the start is getting those people who are at the end of the buying funnel, they're ready to buy, and think about the keywords and things that those type of customers are searching for, because they're really going to be your best customers. They're ready to buy, and if you can get at the top of the search results for those keywords, you're going to have much better conversions. With that said, let us move back now. That covers off really point number 6, and let's get into the keyword strategy. Because I think what you've got to remember is that it's very competitive out there. Even for something like, say, Facebook ads course, I can see that there are over 50 million search results for that term, which means that there's about 50 million web pages that are relevant to that. So you need to be strategic about the keywords that you really go after. Some keywords will be highly competitive. There'll be businesses that are going after them that have been set up for 10 years. You've really no chance to rank for those. You'd be wasting your time. So what you should really do is approach this strategically. You want to aim for less competitive keywords, and really you should be thinking about and going out right from the start is aiming to create content around body and long tail keywords. And to explain this, I have a quick slide here. So think about keywords in 3 different categories. First are the head keywords. These are one-word phrases like logistics, and they're called head keywords because they really represent the head of the graph here. Then there are body keywords. These are 2 to 3 word phrases. you can see that these are less competitive. They're moving down this side, and also the search frequency can be a little bit less. Because they're more specific, the search frequency is less, but they're also less competitive. And then out here we have the long tail keywords, something like logistics management software case studies. Obviously there's going to be less searches for that because it's less specific, but also it's much less competitive. So in terms of what you want to be thinking about that you can rank for, you know, I'm never going to get to the top of the search results for something like marketing. It would just be a waste of time for me to even try that. You can see that at the start here, there are huge companies already ranking there. So this is where I'm going to be focusing on, down for these 2 to 3 word phrases or long tail keywords, and that's really what I recommend you do as well. And as well as the types of keywords that you should go after, you should aim to rank for a portfolio of keywords rather than one single term. So you're going to be creating a number of different blog posts around a lot of different terms. So think of it as a portfolio approach rather than as you're just going to be at the top of the search results for one term. So I hope that that has given you the right mindset now to approach this whole process, and that you've got a strategy as well. You've got some focus in how you're really going to approach this. With that said, now in the next lecture we're really going to get started and get our hands dirty and brainstorm for keywords. So I'll see you there.